Now, in all honesty, I don't want people to think of me as a smart ass. I don't want people to think of me as a genius, because I'm not. I'm like the village simpleton. I have the puzzle pieces, but I'm hardly a puzzle master. Why would any country in its right mind chant death to America?
Dr. Izadi, thank you for joining me on Uncensored. What is it like to be in Tehran at the moment?
We had the bombardment just a couple of hours ago. We have lost over 1,400 civilians, including 165 little girls. We are dealing with the Epstein class. They are bombing and killing little Iranian girls and raping little American girls.
I'm playing with the pieces here. I've got nothing solid. But let's look back on World War II, where in an attempt to claim victory in a war they barely participated in, Americans nuked 2 civilian cities in Japan and then assisted in leveling German cities pretty much after the war was over. In Vietnam, they pretty much tore up the country. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, you name it, Venezuela. Again and again, the US has bombed, if not completely invaded, countries under false pretenses.
And then we had Tucker Carlson, the American journalist, reporting that in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, they have arrested Mossad agents trying to blow up things so they can blame it on Iran.
Maybe, and I'm saying this humbly because I honestly shouldn't be asked about these things. Again, I'm just playing with the pieces here. I have no solid evidence or suggestions. I'm having problems even putting the frame of the puzzle together. Why would countries chant death to America? Who can tell?
This is a war of choice. They're not worried about Iran's nuclear program. I encourage your readers to read the US intelligence community's assessment. It came out a couple of months before the 12-day war. It's available at dni.gov. It says 3 things about Iran's nuclear program. The first thing, Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons. The second thing, this is the assessment of the US intelligence community. It says that Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon program. And the third thing, it says that Iranian leaders have not decided to have a nuclear weapon program. When they asked Trump about this report, he dismissed it. He chose to accept Netanyahu's version, and he dismissed his own intelligence community.
Now you may look at me as arrogant. Has America made the chanting any better for itself with its latest invasion? Let's say of Iran.
Professor Jeffrey Sachs, I've interviewed you many times. I don't think I've ever heard you speaking with such raw emotion, but I appreciate you coming back.
We're heading to World War III, and we're being led by extraordinarily violent governments in Israel and the United States.
I dare say the whole chanting of death to America is not going to disappear in a hurry. That leaves us with one final question this morning. Who is to blame for all of this? Who does America point the finger at? My suggestion is always this. The mirror is a handy tool, not just for plucking nasal hair, but for taking a good, long, hard look at yourself.
Trump single-handedly has unified Iranians more than any Iranian politician could ever do. And you cannot bomb people and expect them to like you.
And now he's siding with these people and calling true MAGA supporters traitors. He's, but what you realize is that the most free people are Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Candace Owens, all fired from the mainstream media, all fired from either the president or mainstream media. And now we're seeing that they're the most free. They're not owned by big corporations, big politicians, big donors. And so we're free and we're speaking out. And it's important that everybody wakes up and realizes that this country is not a free country any longer.
Good morning, everybody. Cheers.